In this video, I want to show you how to run IDW interpolation in ArcGIS Pro. But the question is, what is IDW interpolation? Let me quickly show you something. What is IDW interpolation? IDW stands for inverse distance weighting and is a popular interpolation method in GIS used to estimate unknown values at specific locations based on known values from surrounding points. The technique assumes that closer points have a greater influence on the estimated value than those farther away. Each non-point's influence diminishes with distance, typically using a power parameter to control the effects. IDW is widely used for spatial analysis in various fields, including environmental science and urban planning. So I want to show you how to run this interpolation technique in ArcGIS Pro. Now let's open ArcGIS Pro. In ArcGIS Pro, I have this data, points data, with some parameters. So let's open the attributes table to check it. Right click and click on Open Attributes Table. Yes, you can see the attributes of this data. I have the name and most essentially I have the elevation. So this elevation is for just demonstration purpose, not the real elevation of those points. So in a situation where you have a point, for example, this name represents points. You can see them points here, and we have elevation. But what of this area where we don't have points? If we want to determine the value of elevation at unknown points, how do we do it? That is the idea of interpolation. So we are going to use this known value of elevation to determine the unknown value of other locations. So let's close this attributes table. Now to run the IDW interpolation, come to Analysis, click on Tools, then come to Toolbox. Here scroll down and locate Spatial Analysis tool. Here is it, expand it. Then scroll down and come to Interpolation. Then here you can see IDW. So click to open it. Here under parameters, the input point feature, that will be our point data. So click on the drop down and select your point data. Then the Z value is the value you want to use to interpolate. Click on the drop down and select the appropriate field. In this case, our elevation. Then our output raster, specify where you want to save it. For this exercise, I'm leaving it in my working folder. So here, which is output cell size, you can leave it at default. But more importantly, the power. If you remember, I told you that each non-point's influence diminishes with distance, typically using a power parameter to control these effects. Now, the power here, let's go back there. This power, the higher the power, the value you input in this power, the lesser the influence with distance. If you put lower value, it means the more influential the distance will have on the interpolation. So then the search radius, you can leave it as variable or you can leave it at fixed. Actually, there is no fixed rule on what you input here. However, I prefer we should leave it at default. So the power, let's leave it at 2, and the search radius should be variable. Then the number of points, 12. Now let's run it to see what the result will be. Click on Run. Yes, it's done. So let me uncheck this boundary. This is our interpolation results. So what the method did was to use the value of this point to estimate the value of other points that are unknown. Another thing you can do, you can click on any of the points to see the value. So for example, if I click here, it will query the points and bring me the value. You can see the pixel value of that very point I click. And if I should click here, you can see it will query it and give me the value of that very point. So the IDW is a very popular interpolation technique used for analysis in GIS. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any questions, kindly let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.